This is Rudkowski of WeAreChange.org here in Peru. And I've been luckily joined by Brien Forester. He's a scientist, explorer, author, an amazing human being who's been taking me around and showing me things that have blown my mind. Right now, we're actually at an ancient cemetery spiritual center that has been looted, sadly, for the past 500 years. But this is actually an extremely important historical place since this is where the longest elongated skull people, they don't even have a name. No one even knows their language. But like you'll see the pictures. I'm gonna post it on my Instagram and Twitter, all under Luke We Are Changed. They're gonna be in the description too. The pictures of what I saw today are mind blowing. Like like people say there were another race of people. Some people say there were aliens. What are we seeing here? What did you show me today?
Well, I showed you the largest elongated skulls on the planet, literally cone heads. And archaeologists don't honestly understand who these people were and where they came from. They suddenly appear in this part of the world about 1000 BC and then disappear about 100 AD. No DNA testing has been done on them so far, but that's what I'm planning on doing in order to find out who these mysterious people were, where they came from, and what happened to them.
Yeah, and we're here at the largest graveyard of them, and the history is just lost. But as we know, major historians and major scientists have been also suppressing a lot of important information from the public for various reasons. Obviously, power and control are one of them, but there's also so much we don't know. But you have been discovering a lot of misconceptions that have been groundbreaking, especially when it comes to history and science. Can you just, I know this is not fair. We're going to release a full video with Ryan. We've been with him all day. He's been showing us around. But just really quickly, can you just point out some of the major misconceptions that people have when it comes to history and science?
Well, the most simple example is the fact that civilizations didn't develop 6,000 years ago in places like the Indus Valley and Egypt. That was the latest renaissance of humanity in terms of sophisticated civilization. Our history goes back thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years before that. And what you're going to see when you go to Cusco is you'll see examples of megalithic stonework which could not have been or could not be replicated today with 21st century technology. So we're clearly looking at the fact that there were people in the distant past that had technological advancements and tools more sophisticated than what we have today.
Yeah, and that's a groundbreaking statement because, modern history and modern science teaches us that we went from very low intelligence, very low primitive lifestyles to, slightly better, slightly better, slightly better, and that this is the pinnacle, this is the best that it's ever been when it comes to human intelligence and sophistication. But when you look at the artifacts, when you look at the history, when you look at the true science, when you visit sites like these, you could see that there's so many more questions, so many more discoveries that prove that that is not true in any way, shape, or form, and just being able to experience that has been mind blowing. I mean you've been all over the world. I mean just tell us where you've been and some of the amazing things you've seen.
Well, I've been to about 80 countries, more or less, in my life. But the most fascinating sites I've seen in terms of possible examples of lost ancient technology or very sophisticated ancient civilizations would be here and in Bolivia, Easter Island, and Turkey and Egypt, more or less.
Now there's a lot of things standing in your way because contemporary science and history, they have one particular view at it. Why do you think there's such a suppression of all this new information that's now being discovered by real scientists?
Well, unfortunately, what's been happening is that the realm of history has been more or less only the domain of archaeologists and anthropologists. But what we've been doing is bringing in other disciplines like geologists, engineers, and other forms of science in order to look at these structures and other things and give their interpretation, because it's only through pooling all of this expertise together can we get a proper idea of what human history was about, not keep it within the domain of one branch of academia.
And it's also fascinating. You told me that a lot of these historians, a lot of these scientists don't actually talk to the indigenous people that lived here. You actually do. Can you tell us about just some of the conversation and just some of the pearls of current science and history?
Well, that's very true. Unfortunately, a lot of Western academics, especially, will not consult with the descendants of ancient cultures in order to get their oral traditions, because oral traditions are often thought of as fantasy or something told around the campfire or something. But it's the grains of wisdom that are in the oral traditions that when you take that and you also look at the physical evidence and put them both together, that you're getting an actual true history of humanity in many different parts of the world.
Exactly. That's not suppressed. That's not hidden from you. And it's just fascinating to even believe that there was, different human races out there, or possible even alien interactions, or just a society that built itself that was far more sophisticated than we are right now, that has disappeared and we don't know nothing about because we have this huge blockage of knowledge and information. But finally, that's changing. And I can't thank Brien Forester enough. He's been so nice taking me around this entire day, showing me just incredible things that have my jaw was dropping the entire day. You're gonna see it all on this YouTube channel. We're gonna make a highly professional edited video. We're even gonna have a drone here. It's gonna be amazing on this channel just in a few days. So don't forget to subscribe. Brien also has a YouTube channel. Tell us your YouTube channel, and you also do tours here in Peru as well.
Yeah, that's right. You can find everything about me on my website, www.hiddenincatours.com.
And your YouTube channel was, we'll link it in the description. It'll be in the description. Brien, I can't thank you enough, man. This has been like life changing, amazing. I mean, just look at this place alone. It is groundbreaking. And sadly, this place, you know, even though it was looted for the past 500 years, there's still so much information that we are learning every single day. Thank you again so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Brien's channel and this channel. We're going to have a lot more just earth shattering information coming your way. Thank you again so much for watching.